In this video, I'll show you how to connect Claude Code with Blender using MCP and create gorgeous 3D scenes using nothing but simple prompts. You can describe what you want in plain English, ask Claude to add objects, change the layout, improve the lighting, fix problems, and keep refining the scene without manually doing everything inside Blender. We'll start with a basic idea, turn it into a complete environment, generate multiple assets, and even use a 2D reference image to recreate an entire 3D scene. By the end of this video, you'll see how Claude Code can act like an AI assistant inside Blender and help you build surprisingly polished scenes through a simple back-and-forth conversation. To get started, go to this GitHub repo called Blender-MCP. The link will be in the description. Once you are on the webpage, copy the link. Now let's open the Claude Code and Blender in a side-by-side view so that we can prompt Claude and see the live results in the Blender. If you don't have the Blender install, you can download it from the blender.org. Now, after you have downloaded Blender, opened both Claude Code and Blender in side-by-side view, let's ask Claude to install Blender MCP for us. We don't need to install it manually. Claude Code can do the installation process. Just simply paste the link of repo and ask it, can you set up the Blender MCP for me? And Claude Code will install it for us. As you can see, it has set up the Blender MCP for me here. Now let's test it. I will write this prompt. Can you create a low poly tree in the scene? And it will ask for some permissions. I'm going to allow it. And there we go. Look at that. Claude Code just created a low poly tree for us in Blender using the Blender MCP. It really is that simple. You just describe what you want to create and Claude builds it for you. As you can see, it created the tree, but the default cube is still in the scene. The best part about this workflow is that you can keep going back and forth with Claude and refine the result. For example, I can simply ask it to remove the cube. And as you can see, the cube is now gone from the viewport. However, the tree is not positioned at the origin. So let's ask Claude to move it to the center, and there we go. The tree is now perfectly centered. The tree still needs something to anchor it, so let's add some ground underneath. And as you can see, Claude created the ground and even made the surface slightly uneven, giving it a much more natural look. The scene is looking pretty good now, but the lighting still feels a little off. So let's ask Claude, the lighting doesn't look good. Can we improve it? Claude immediately starts working on it by replacing the point light with a sun and sky setup, and you can already see a noticeable improvement in the colors. It then realizes that the environment is overexposed, so it adjusts the lighting again. After a few refinements, it settles on this result, which looks much better than before. We can fine-tune the lighting later, but for now, this is good enough. Let's keep going. Now, let's make the scene more interesting by adding more tree varieties and turning it into a small forest. So let's ask Claude, can you create 4 different types of trees in total and generate a random forest with 20 trees? You can see Claude first says it is building 4 tree species prototypes and then scattering them across the scene. After a short while, it generates this masterpiece and it looks gorgeous. We do indeed have 4 distinct species: pine, birch, broadleaf, and scrub. They are all scattered randomly throughout the scene, which makes it feel like a natural forest. At this point, I took a screenshot of a random low poly scene from the internet and gave it to Claude, asking it to recreate that same look in our existing scene. Now let's see what it comes up with. You can see Claude starts by adding a dirt layer to the scene, matching the ground from the reference image. It then creates a ring of trees around the environment to make the composition feel closer to the original scene. While building it, Claude also notices that the grass is appearing underneath the dirt layer, which does not look right. So it automatically corrects the layering and places the grass above the dirt where it belongs. After that, it realizes that the tent is not clearly visible because it is being blocked by the surrounding elements. Claude identifies the issue and adjusts the scene again, making sure the tent becomes visible and remains one of the main focal points. This already looks really good, but let's push it a little further. I'll ask Claude to match the reference scene as closely as possible, including the composition, environment, and lighting. Let's see how accurately it can recreate the original look. And after working on it for a while, check this out. It has done an incredible job matching the reference scene. Just look at the colors, the lighting, and the overall composition. Everything comes together beautifully. The atmosphere feels cohesive, the scene looks polished, and the final result is honestly gorgeous. What makes this even more impressive is that all of it was generated and refined through AI. From the environment layout to the lighting adjustments and the overall visual style, it managed to recreate the feel of the original scene surprisingly well. And it keeps working on the scene, refining it further to make it as close to the reference image as possible. And here we go. This is the final result, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. What makes this even more impressive is that all we gave it was a single 2D reference image, and it was still able to turn that into a beautifully recreated 3D scene. Of course, we could continue polishing the scene and fixing some of the small visual issues that are still noticeable, but I think this is a good place to end the video. For something created almost entirely through a simple back and forth conversation with AI, the final result is seriously impressive. Let me know what you think about the scene in the comments, and don't forget to like the video, share it, and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace out.